Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the local pundit. It is your Ring and Rant show. It is a Monday morning for me. It's Sunday for most of the world. Welcome, everybody, as we get ready to up and go here and get people to have their say on how they're feeling about Wrexham, or if you're a fan of another team and you want to come in and have a bit of a rant about your team or a bit of a Skype, depending on how they've been going. Feel free to hit that link and jump on in. Well, boy, haven't we had an interesting weekend in the championship with obviously Wrexham taking the loss and looking pretty inept, to be fair. And to be honest, Swansea didn't look that good either. But I've literally wanted I went back to feeling about better times. I've gone all the way back to a League Two shirt today. I thought I'm going to get that on. Got all the championship kit in the background, but I thought, I remember the days when we were killing it at the top of the table. But as you go up the leagues, that's what happens. And I see Josh is in the chat there. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend, or you're still in your weekend. Actually, it's Sunday for you. So interestingly enough, Coventry had a draw on the weekend, and Middlesbrough had a loss. So that was quite interesting for the weekend. So, not everybody gets to win. So it's not just us. But, Southampton and Coventry drew with Southampton. Yeah, thanks very much, Sarah. Nice choice. Something a bit different. And Bristol City did a number on Middlesbrough on the weekend. Oh, my God. They got up 2-0. Sheffield United, our next opponent. Oh, actually, let's come to that in a bit, because there's a couple of stories there. And you never know, if John's out there, he might want to come in. But I think he had a chat yesterday with Josh and everybody else. One of my favourite kits. Matty White, you like this one, do you? Yeah, I don't mind it either. I probably prefer a couple of the others, but I don't mind this one. Interesting collar setup, but it's good. Watford getting up 1-0 over Stoke. Blackburn Rovers beating Millwall 2-0. And then Ipswich probably predictably beating Sheffield Wednesday 3-1. QPR smashing Leicester City 4-1. I like the coal mine reference. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough, Matty. Yeah. Charlton, Nathan Jones doing Nathan Jones things, a 1-0 victory, which was interesting and classic, although not standard early goal and then park the bus. They didn't score till the 78th minute. So that did take a while. But still, win's a win. And I'm sure they're happy about that. So, yeah, there's been... What else have we had on the weekend? Let's have a look. Derby and Portsmouth 1-1 draw, and then Hull getting up 1-0 over West Brom. So another win for them. Yeah, QPR that good, or Leicester have a stinker? I think a bit of both. Yeah, you're probably right, Matt. I finished wrapping the Christmas presents on Saturday. They were wrapped in a foul mood, and it showed. There you go. I love that. All Scotty's Santa gifts are going to be all just raffled, and there'll be bits of sticky tape in the wrong spot. And yeah, that would be funny. You should put a photo in the Discord, Scott. Now, yeah, and I'll get onto Discord in a second. I've got a really interesting conversation to get into on the Discord. But, Preston and Norwich, 1-1. Norwich doing some things here to make their way out of the trying to work their way out of the relegation zone. Now, as I get into that, an interesting point here I'm going to show you. Now, depending on how you feel about our team, you have some interesting things here. So let's have a look. Obviously, top of the table there, Coventry on 48 points with a draw, Middlesbrough 42. Ipswich up in third now, only 5 points out of the Auto Prem. And we are still one more game away from the halfway point of the season. And you'll notice I went very festive with the background today. I've got Santa's Winter Wonderland in the background there. So that's quite cool, but you can't see most of it. But anyway, that's okay. Hull City in fourth, Preston North End fifth, Millwall dropping to sixth, but all very tight, like only 2 points off third. QPR dropping out of the top of the table. But I'm saying they're literally, they had a win and they've moved closer. They're only 1 point off the playoffs. The team that have fallen down a bit there is Stoke City, now in 8th and on 33 points. Bristol on 33, Watford on 32, Southampton on 31, Derby on 31, Leicester on 31, Birmingham on... Okay, so halfway on the table is 12th or 13th, depending on whichever way you look at it, probably 12. Yeah. And then, so then you hit into the bottom half of the mid-table. Leicester, Birmingham, Wrexham. Then we're West Brom. Now, down to Charlton with a win, only 1 point behind us and 2 points behind Birmingham. All the 3 promoted teams out of League One. Interestingly enough, Sheffield United now only 2 points behind us and coming to the Stoke KRS this weekend. Interesting to see what happens there. Swansea obviously now only 2 points behind us. Blackburn Rovers only 3 points behind us. So we are, depending on your perspective, because we're only 7 points out of the playoffs and 9 points out of the relegation. So you would say we are, if you take that angle, we're closer to promotion than we are to relegation. But if you take the amount of teams it's going to take for us to jump or fall behind, we are we have to get over 9 teams to get into promotion, and we only have to fall below 7 teams to fall into relegation. So the pessimist in me says we're closer to relegation than we are to promotion. The optimist in me says we're closer to promotion than relegation. So if you're taking points or teams in terms of the difference. But so that's a very interesting thing to take note. Not that I think it really matters. To be honest, I don't think we're going to do either. I think, although I do think we are going to have to improve a little bit to make sure we don't get too close to that relegation zone, because our form of late has been pretty damn ordinary. So there has to be a swing. I'm hoping through this Christmas period, these next run of games, that we can absolutely get onto a little bit of a run and at least get a couple of wins. I'm not saying to win them all, just saying, can we get 2 wins? Sheffield United have absolutely spanked Birmingham 3-0. And I know John wasn't too happy with Birmingham's performance. I saw the red card. I can understand why it was a red card. But it was it was a very aggressive tackle. But it was just one of those things. Would you feel better or worse with West Brom's record on the same number of points? Well, on the same number of points there, West Brom, the funny part is West Brom have had, 8 wins as opposed to our 6. They've had 4 draws and we've had 10 draws. They've had 10 losses and 6 losses. The thing is, that just shows you wins matter. They've lost 10 times. They're willing to risk a loss to go for a win. So, I see Wayne Evans in the chat here. And Wayne, I'm about to do the deep dive on your Discord in a second, because I'm a big fan of what you said. And some people didn't like it, and some people have a different opinion. And that's absolutely fine. But what I will say, and I'll get into it now, Wayne is coming, and his comments are from experience. This is a man that's walked the walk, so he knows. This is just it. He has gone into a side that has, and I've been saying this for a while now, we do not have enough youth. We don't play enough youth, so we don't get an opportunity to see these guys develop. The only player that has had that opportunity is Max Clearworth. And if you think about it, people, everybody, the majority of people love Max. And they say, look how well he's done, look how well he's improved. So, Wayne about to start pouring. I am going to go get him, Wayne. Because you're right. Getting that youth on the field and giving it a chance to develop is where this team needs to go. Now, everybody knows I'm a bit of a Harry Ashfield fanboy, but I'm not just going to limit it to Harry Ashfield. I'm talking about Harry Ashfield type players, whether it be Harry or somebody else. Like Max has had the opportunity, and I get it that Max had the opportunity in lower leagues And so it was easier to play him, but we have to go and do it. And, you know, you look at a team like, and hello, P&E Jeff from Preston North End. Good to see you, buddy. The link is in the chat up there. But what I will say is these young players need to be given opportunities, because otherwise we are never, ever going to go anywhere. All we are going to do is go backwards. I can tell you now, at the moment, because of our injury situation, we've gone backwards. And we've gone backwards for two reasons. A, because of injuries, and B, because we're too predictable. Full stop. We are too predictable. Teams know how to play us, and we are just getting found out week on week. So, yeah, that's just the reality. So, and I'm not like hating on Parky or the players for that matter. All I'm saying, Matt White, yeah, I would start Harry next match. I would because he's the only one of our youth at the moment that seems like he can play now. So, yeah, I would absolutely. We are one game away from the halfway point of the season, and our last 5 games, loss, draw. So we've had a total of 3 points out of our last 5 games. We did get a win before that. Injuries wiped teams out. We've 9 out at the moment. We're just not winning anymore. Yeah, well, there you go. So there you go. And that's for Preston North End for Jeff. And they do. But the thing is, I'm going to use a great example of a team that that plays a lot of youth. That's Bolton. And Bolton at the moment are sitting in sixth spot in League One. Were struggling through most of last season, if people remember. Harry is in the 25 squad, Scott. Yeah, he absolutely is. And that's just it. And the other part about that is he doesn't count in the 25 because he's under 21. So, you know, we could have as many of those types of players that we wanted to. We could have 10 of them sitting in our squad. And we could have a chance to evaluate, test them out, and give them a go. So, yeah. And now I'm not saying all on the pitch now. I'm saying if you've got a whole heap of those young guys in the squad on the training pitch, that's where Parky can evaluate them. And let's say he had, I'm going to say 6 young guys. And then he decided of those 6, these are the 2 that I think could cut the mustard and give them a go. Because that's the other thing that a lot of people don't realize. Some people train well and some people play well. Some people aren't very good trainers, but are great players under pressure. And some players are the opposite. Now, in my sporting endeavors, I'm definitely a person that is a better player than trainer. I'm terrible. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. The academy will make an impact in 5 years' time, but there's no reason why we couldn't have a little squad of young players right now at very cheap. And what I'm talking about is you could have $2 million worth of players at $400,000 a season. That's 5 players. You'd get them for $200,000 a season. So you'd get 10 of them, and you could go and really experiment with them and try them out on the training pitch and try and develop them and give them some real run and trying to develop players to get them on the pitch. Now, Harry Ashfield has been absolutely playing, and we need more players like him, and we need to start playing them. But back to Bolton. Bolton struggled last season and finished. I'll bring up that table now. Bolton ended up finishing in 8th. But in the first half of the season, they were right down the bottom of League One. And they they didn't really get close to the playoffs. They were still 10 points off the playoffs, but they were solidly finishing in 8th spot on 68 points. And they finished the season, how's this? Because they were up in the playoffs. They finished the season draw, loss. They actually played their way out of the playoffs. Yeah. Well, interesting. I don't know that they're the best footballing side in League One at the moment. I wouldn't agree with that. You know, fair play to Cardiff. who are absolutely, they're 3 points clear at the top of the table with a game in hand at the moment and get to Lincoln City. But your point might be more around the way they play football, Scott, and I take that point on board. Absolutely, Matt. And this is one of the things about Harry Ashfield. I do like Harry's propensity to look to attack versus passing backwards. And I'm not hating on Dobbo, but one of Dobbo's first instincts a lot of the time is to look to pass the ball backwards. So that's interesting. But Harry Ashfield, his first instinct when he gets the ball is to turn a player and go towards goal. And what's one thing defenders hate? When a player's coming at them. It's when they have to be at highest alert. What would you rather have? Would you rather have Harry Ashfield turning at you and attacking you, or and I'm not going to say Dobbo specifically, but a Dobbo type player getting the ball and then recycling it backwards? There's no pressure on a defender with that. Doesn't create a chance for the defender to make a mistake. He gets to reset. The whole defense gets to reset. I really want to see. Absolutely, Matty. Rather Mark Dobbo than Harry. Yeah, good morning, Ken. Good morning, Wrexham family. Hey, Alan. Yeah, absolutely. That defense, if you have a player that sits off you and is just looking to recycle the ball and pass it around, there's no pressure on you. Yeah, ask Max. Ask Hyam. Any of those guys. They will say, absolutely. That guy doesn't create a threat for me. I'm not worried about him. Harry Ashfield, yeah, he might give the ball away 2 or 3 times, but the one time he beats you, it's a serious attack on goal. So, yeah, exactly right, Matt. And Matt's talking like a defender here. Was always taught if you force the ball backwards, you've done your job. Because if you force the ball backwards, it's not coming at your goal. And the one thing we're not doing at the moment is threatening the goal. So, yeah, now, unfortunately for AO, who's had a great season and gave up that goal on the weekend, why? How does that opportunity come about that he makes that mistake? Because they were putting pressure on our goal. And AO has been forced to come up with a save. And unfortunately, it was one biggest mistake of the year, but that's okay. Yeah, I know, Nick. He hasn't even seen him on the bench. I'll tell you what, but if there was ever going to be a big shake-up, now's the time. And we're heading into a big run of games where we're about to be playing a whole heap of teams in quick succession. So we are the last game of the weekend, coming up this weekend on the Saturday. But we are playing, obviously, Sheffield United at home. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 games in 9 days. So basically a game every 2 and a bit days. So, yeah. So anyway, he was on the bench for Swansea. Yeah, okay, yeah, well. But he hasn't looked like coming on. And I tell you what, I wouldn't just bring him on. I'll be starting them right now. Give them the full opportunity to show what they can do. And I tell you what, if I was the Sheffield United manager, the last person I'd be expecting to see come on the pitch against me this weekend is Harry Ashfield. I wouldn't be planning for that in my week. I'll be planning for Kiefer Moore, Josh Windass, Nathan Broadhead, all of who should be playing, in my opinion. Yeah. And so, yeah, these are the sorts of things that need to be happening now. They need to be happening. We need to start looking at. I'm not upset that we're not getting promoted this season, in my opinion. If we do, you beauty. Happy I was wrong. If we make the playoffs, I don't think that's happening this season. If we do, you beauty. Happy I was wrong. We're not getting relegated. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be really upset. But yes, the thing is, we need to start developing more players and getting more options and different looking options in attack, because our defense has been fine. It's been totally fine. You know, when you look at the table and you look at our scores, we're on dead zero. We're 27 and 27, and we've been playing pretty bloody ordinary in the last bit, to be fair. No matter how Parky wants to play it after the match, we're not looking threatening. We're not looking good enough. Yeah. So yeah, I absolutely think we need to be getting that type of player on the pitch, which is a Broadhead type player as well. And I'll include him in that. He should be starting more. I'd be happy, and I'm not against Kiefer Moore. I love Kiefer Moore, and he's been going great. But I'd just love to see a different look to throw the opposition. Like Windass and Broadhead starting together up front. Yeah. So we will see. Sean, got a Birmingham supporter in here as well, Sean. The link is in the chat, Sean, if you want to come in and have a talk about your team. Oh, my God. How much trouble are we in this weekend, Sean? You played Sheffield United, got spanked. Unfortunately, that's just a reality. Yeah, are we in trouble this weekend against Sheffield United? There's a possibility Sheffield United could jump both Wrexham and Birmingham City this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, can only go up from here for both of us. Unfortunately, Matt, that's not true. We can both still go down some. We both still can go down. So, yeah, there's room to go down, but there's also room to go up. So, Sean only was the first 25 minutes and he's done. Yeah, see, I'm not that. I'll stick with my team and I'll run them and I'll ride through the highs and the lows of the seasons with them. But at the moment, we need to create something different. We need to show something different. And, yeah, we need to make our opposition think. At the moment, they're just coming out and just going, here it is. This is what we got to do. Yeah. So just ignore that part, Ken. Which part's that? Yeah. But anyway, normally I'd do, but I had other things to do and the game was finished. At 25 minutes, the game was finished, Sean? Was it? Wow. That's a pretty tough assessment of your team on the weekend. I'm just going to have a quick look here at yours when those goals were scored, because I haven't watched that game yet. I've only watched the highlights. And I'm scrolling to it now. Where are we here? Just give me a second, people. 5th minute, they scored a goal, Tyler Binden. Hamer scored in the 28th. So you're saying you didn't even stay till the second goal? But anyway, 28th minute. But and hang on. Yeah. Tommy Doyle red card in the 18th. Yeah, fair enough. And that was it. And that red card was that Tommy Doyle tackle was on Hamer, and he scored literally 10 minutes after that. So maybe you stayed till that second goal. Yeah, they got their red in the first 20. They did. And Clara and Neiman were both on yellows in the first 10. I do like Clara. He's such a good defender. But yeah, for him to get a yellow early wouldn't have been hard. So red card and 2-0 down. So the 28th minute. Yep. And I like a little bit of creative license, a little bit of exaggeration, Sean. So I'm happy with that. I'll pay that. So yeah, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. And that is a mantra that Josh Anthony lives by. So yeah, but we do need good stories. But no, so I mean, look, unfortunately, not looking great. Yeah, not looking great for us at the moment. But that's not all negative, because there is a change. Yeah, there's a potential change coming, and I can see a change in form coming. If we can get through the Christmas New Year period without really any injuries, that'll be a good thing, because no one needs injuries. But I do want to see some younger. But that's just it. Like I'm saying, play younger players. The only younger player we've got to play at the moment is Harry Ashfield. So get him on the field, and then get some more younger players and start testing them out on the training pitch, and find one or two to play later in the season. Because I'm telling you now, we get to the 36-game point of the season, and we're currently 7 points off. Let's say we're 16 points off the playoffs by then, 14 games from now, and we're still 12, say we're 12 points clear of the relegation zone, then we need to start experimenting with our style of play. We need to start getting young players on the pitch. I'd say we need to get Harry Ashfield on now to test him out now. And I'd say we need to have more players in Derry so that we can do that. Yeah. But I would say the other thing, and I come all the way back, and if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord and just read Wayne's comments, and you're allowed to have a different opinion, and that's fine. But what you've got to understand is that Wayne is coming from experience. He's lived it. He's done it. And he's absolutely right. And Bolton's a great example of that in football. Wayne played national level rugby league. So in other words, if you want to equate it to football, he played the Premier League. And they were playing a whole heap of young players. So Wayne played the equivalent of the Premier League in what is the best rugby league competition on the planet. So now you can argue as to whether the Premier League's the best competition on the planet, because there's a whole heap of other leagues around the world that some would say might be better, you know? But what I would say is that he had played at the absolute pinnacle of rugby league in a team that played a whole heap of youth. And he had a little dig at me in there about them beating my team, the Brisbane Broncos, who were the standard, who was a team stacked full of legends. Imagine a team, and I'll equate it to this, playing Mbappe, Messi, you name it, playing all the best football players. So, you know, and they beat them. So, you know, with youth and enthusiasm, and with the fact that they were a little bit unpredictable. He called it eyes up football. So just play what you see. Just don't play your structure out to the wing and then cross it in. Look up. You see an opportunity, attack. Just go and attack and put the defense under pressure. And that's the point he was making. And that is the type of player that Harry Ashfield is. And he has, and these players, and I'm going to include Broadhead in this, and Windass for that matter, who's dropped off a bit of form in my opinion so far this season. If Parky sat down Windass, Broadhead, and Ashfield and said, when you're on the pitch, I want you to attack the goal. And if you see an opportunity, attack. And if you make a mistake, you're not going to be crucified for it. But what you are going to do is create pressure on the opposition defense. And that's what I want to see. I would rather see them try 10 times attacking the defense and putting them under pressure and fail than just recycle the ball and push it wide. Because it won't be 10 times that they fail. They'll succeed 2 out of 10 and they'll have a shot on goal and they might score one of those. And I tell you what, that would be way better than what we're currently doing at the moment, because I'm going to take you into the stats from the weekend, which are ugly reading. They are very ugly reading, people. So I'm nearly there. Here we are, Wrexham, and we played Swansea, and it's coming up now. Stats. In 90 plus minutes, so it's like 98 minutes roughly of football, 3 shots. You cannot win games. You cannot. Shots on target, 1. You cannot win games with those stats. Possession doesn't matter. Possession is an irrelevant stat to me, to be honest, because how many times do we see us winning without the ball? So, you know, with less possession than the opposition. 8 fouls to 9. That's totally fine. 2 yellow cards each. Totally fine. No red cards. 3 offsides versus none. I'm happy with that. That means they're pressuring the defense and asking them to make questions. I'm fine with being offside a few times. And corners, 7 corners to 5. So we had more corners. Okay, so there you go. Here's another stat. We've had 7 corners with one shot on target. We've got to get better at our set pieces. We've got to get better at our set pieces. We've got to make the defense. We've got to ask questions of other teams' defenses, and we have to be more unpredictable. We have to make the opposition look at something different. There's my take on our team. So there we go. That's my call on it today. That's my ring and rant. That's my rant. No one else has wanted to jump in, so that's fine. I've done half an hour here, but that's my rant for today. That's what I want to see changes in our team. And we'll lose games doing that, and I'm fine with that. What we will do is we'll win some games as well. So coming back to that question earlier from Matt, I think it was, about West Brom. Would I prefer to be West Brom or Wrexham at the moment on the same amount of points? I'd prefer to be West Brom. Yeah. So, well, yep, Cardiff, 006. Ashfield has to at least make the bench, especially, well, Lewis O'Brien out. Interestingly enough, there in that Discord, Hip Karma. Oh, am I getting some Christmas like baking? Are we baking? Are they treats for the dogs? Are they treats for us? Good to see you, Hip Karma. But yeah, so that's it. And I would say that I would rather be West Brom because we win some games, and 3 points matter. If in our last 5 games, which we've had 2 losses and 3 draws, if we just turned one of those draws into a win, we'd be sitting above Birmingham right now, which just, Parky, please give me something that I can rag on John about. Just do it for me. Do it for me. That's what I want. Just so I can chat to John and say we're above you on the league. Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I would want. So I'm going to get the table out of here for a moment because I think I'm about to have a guest soon. And yeah, so that's my opinion. That's what I think. I think that absolutely we should be doing this. We need to get in there and give it a go, because why have my messages pinned? I don't know, Jeff. Why have your messages disappeared? I don't know. I haven't touched it. I'm not that clever. I'm not that clever, Jeff. So yeah, can't make a call there for you. Yeah, but chocolate and almond Hip Karma. I'm going to DM you. I'm going to send you the address. Post them up. Only joking. I don't need it. I'm trying to lose weight. Sounds beautiful, Hip Karma. Sounds really, really nice. Almond coated and English butterscotch toffee. That's, yum. Yum. It is that season, people. It is Christmas. I am 3 days away from Christmas. You're 4 days away. Yeah. So it's very exciting. I just don't know. I want to see something different from our team. I want to see us experiment. And I'm happy to fail at it. Because the only person that truly is successful in this world in anything is the person that's been willing to fail. No one at anything in your whole life, in your whole endeavor, has gone out there and just nailed it first time and been perfect at it. Bang, gone. Everyone has gone out there and failed. Riding a bike, doing anything, driving a car. You're bad at it till you become good at it. So yeah, we've got to fail to succeed. We've got to learn how to win, and we haven't done it yet. So yeah, that is the reality. Now I'm not too sure whether this guest is ready to come in. I think he still needs to do his makeup. He doesn't look very good. Yeah, just wait, just getting it done. Look, we'll just run with that. He's not going to look any better than what he is now.
Hello.
Hey, brother.
How are you, my friend? Hot take? You came in hot with the takes.
Well, just speaking some truth. And have you read Wayne's Discord?
I think I read it maybe 2 days. It was a long one about, he went in hard, 2-footed.
Well, he just spoke the truth, and I think, and like I said, people are allowed to have their own opinion.
Yes, they
But
are.
he has played, if you call the Premier League the best league on the planet, that's the level of rugby league he's played.
Really? Okay.
That is the league he was playing in.
Yeah.
So he's playing better than the league that these guys are playing in.
See, these go to 11. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Basically, his Wrexham would be his reserve grade team, the team that they send 1,000 miles away to play in another league.
Wow.
He's playing above that level, and his team was a majority of youth. And they played eyes up football, which means if they saw an opportunity, they just attack without worries of recrimination.
I think we're playing very how do we not lose football?
No. We're playing how to lose football.
Okay. We're not taking any chances.
I get your point, though.
Yeah.
But you're inviting loss by playing this way.
Oof. Yes. Well, I said the other day, they found a way to win and we found a way to lose.
Look, the only reason AO's made that mistake, I'm not blaming AO, is because Swansea's applied pressure.
Yeah.
The ball's there. The opportunity to make the mistake has been created.
Yeah. Do you think that we're going to turn this around, or you think this is what it is? I mean,
we're going to turn it around. Are we going to turn it around this season? Yeah, a little bit. So, I mean, we're not going to get promoted. We're not going to get relegated. So I said it earlier in the show, depending on how you look at it, we're closer to promotion in points, but we're closer to relegation in amount of teams.
Yeah, I think who said it really? John said something smart for the first time ever. He said the teams I know. The teams between us and the ones that are in the teams in us in the how are they called? In the playoff spots, there's so many good teams in there.
Yeah. Well, look, Millwall's dropped to 6th, just staying inside the auto prem, but in the playoffs. Below that, outside the playoffs, QPR, Stoke, Bristol, Watford, Southampton, Derby, Leicester, Birmingham, all above us.
Yep.
Which one of these teams, everyone out there, which one of those teams are we better than? None of them.
Derby, maybe? No, I don't know.
Yeah, mate, and that's a stretch.
Yeah.
So that's the reality. Now, can that be changed? Yes, it can.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a rant yesterday. I think that we've making some mistakes, and I think that I also think that we've just been playing way. Someone said you invite pressure, they're going to score. It was over and over and over again. We're not learning. I don't think we're learning from our mistakes this season.
I'd like to see us try and play. We have to play Keith Moore, not all the time, but he's a great player and he provides pressure on goal when they get the ball to him. But I would love to see Parky, and I said this just a little bit earlier, and I'll say to you in case you weren't listening, sit Windass, Broadhead, and Harry Ashfield down and say, I want you guys to take on defenses. I want you to attack. We're going to try and get you the ball into these spaces, and I want you to take the defense on. And if you turn over the ball and lose it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But keep applying pressure. And to everybody around you, whether it be Kiefer Moore, so I'm going to use Harry Ashfield as the example here. You get the ball, whoever you have around you, Broadhead, Windass, Kiefer Moore, whoever's on the pitch, I want you guys to just run through and support him and apply pressure to defense. Because at the moment, we're not applying enough pressure to defenses.
We are not. They're not scared of us. We don't. I mean,
why would you be?
Well, I don't. We don't. We even on our break, and I know even on our break, it's slow, it's lethargic, it's not. It's not crisp. You also can't go from just soaking up pressure to we're going to play offense again. We just don't have that kind of skill. And also too, the game the other day against Swansea, it was no shots.
No shots. I had the stats up before. Absolutely terrible. Like one shot on target in 98 minutes.
Well, how many? The last 2 games, I think it's only been 3.
Well, in that whole game, there was only 3 shots in total, and only one of them was on target. we had 7 corners
Mm-hmm.
and we can't get a shot on target out of any of our corners.
Yeah.
So our set pieces are terrible. Now, don't get me wrong, if defenses are good, you don't get a huge amount of opportunities off corners,
Mm-hmm.
but you do get, out of 7, you should at least get 1 or 2 opportunities.
Yeah. We've we're really I think there was a false dawn with I said it yesterday on the show. There's a false dawn on our unbeaten run that did basically nothing for us at this point.
Yep. We're just caught in teams have figured us out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, we're missing, and someone in the Discord brought up the stats of our wing backs and our results with.
Oh yeah, it was Aaron.
Different wing backs. Yeah, I couldn't have been him. He's not that clever.
No.
But it actually brought it up. And the one thing I took away from that, and I knew it already, and he was right, and he's right. Kabore has speed,
Mm-hmm.
and speed was what was causing the opposition problems with Kabore. He could run past his opposition player. Macca and Longman can't do that. Longman can go with them. Macca can't even go with them.
Yeah.
We're playing them at the moment because that's our only choice. So I'm not blaming the Sparky squad for that or anything like that. You've got to play those players at the moment.
He's got to play them, but also it's not working, obviously, or it is working. I mean, Aaron said just that he
played those players,
mm-hmm.
but up front, give the opposition defense something different to look at. Because right now, every team we turn out every week, it's exactly the same in terms of the style of play and what we do.
Mm-hmm.
The opposition manager, there's nothing that's testing them.
Yeah.
If he started Harry Ashfield against Sheffield United, what's that manager going to do then?
You banging the Harry Ashfield job now?
I'm banging playing youth. Now, unfortunately, he's the only one that we've got that's available.
That we even know.
Remember, everybody who is the only youth player that's made it all the way through from where we were?
Mm-hmm.
Max. Does everybody? I said does everybody, and I should say the majority of people, of fans,
mm-hmm.
Max is doing a fantastic job, me included. I think he's doing a totally fine job.
He's fine.
Now,
he's good.
He's had opportunity.
Yeah. Over and over and over. I don't think I think he's played every single minute of every match, which is insane. Matt Owls has something there. Kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. I missed that. There we go. Okay. We were mediocre at best from the start of the season. Then we played Coventry. I honestly thought that was it. We were off. We haven't matched the quality of output once since that game. I will say that game we won and we deserved to win it, but I think Coventry did not quite show us as much respect, and our players on that day all played to their potential, to their best. And that's a rare occasion when every player on the field plays to their best. What you have to be is a team that can win when maybe 60, 70% of your team is playing at their best and the other 40, 30% have just had an average game. And we're not that team at the moment.
And we don't have a spark. It just doesn't seem like we have a spark. By the way, David Carr, big shout out to you, man. We're thinking about you. Just here if you need anything for.
Okay.
Yeah, way up there. So that's you. Shout out to you, buddy. Hugs for you. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're right. We don't have a spark. We got to find a spark. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's not like there's lightning in the bottle we can find because we don't know when even Kakaccia will be back. So I'm nervous for the Boxing Day game, for the Sheffield United game. I've kind of lost that
loving feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I need to see something because right now, I think you started this maybe like 2 weeks ago, not to get on negative rants, but it's true. It's like, this is what it is. And we keep, and then just falling flat, we're at the big game, we're ready for it. And then just not putting out any type of performance, nothing. And everyone like the protected is Parky, but also you have to look at what he's doing. Like he's the manager of the side and we are going in the wrong direction. And we are trending in the wrong direction.
Well,
So
like I
excuse after excuse, that's the truth.
I'm happy to fail. I'm happy to lose matches trying.
Try. You said it 10 minutes ago before I came on. Try. We're not even
Bolton.
trying.
Bolton was my example.
Mm-hmm.
To put it in a football term, taking it away from Wayne's example, which is exactly the same example, it is. And his coach at the time, his name is Craig Bellamy, who is, ironically, who is also a manager in the football, but Craig Bellamy, and he coaches the Melbourne. He is percentage-wise the most successful football coach in Australian Rugby League.
Wow.
And it's this type of eyes up, youth, attack. It's amazing how many. Now, here's an interesting thing for you. Players leave that club and automatically become worse players. They don't play as good as when they played there. Ordinary players come to that club and all of a sudden turn into superstars. Now, they don't do anything amazingly special. They play percentage defense. They turn up for each other, like Wayne said. Play for their teammates. Play
for the badge. Play for your teammates. Yeah.
Yep. And when they see an opportunity to attack, they attack with abandon. They take the risk, and they put defense under pressure. Now, some people will go on and say that's a different game to this game. It's not. It's not. It's the same rules apply.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I think as you say that, Ken. So I'm gonna halfway in the rest of the season.
This weekend's game is the halfway point of the season.
Okay, I'm gonna give us another 4 or 5 games of and if I don't see any improvement, then I'll okay. This is what it is. I'm gonna I'll give it to the FA Cup game. That's what I'm gonna do.
Actually, I want everybody out there to give Josh some credit there, because I thought he was about to say 4 or 5 minutes.
No.
Because at the moment he's got an appetite for destruction. If you know, you know.
Yeah. So only one person got that.
So yeah, bit of Axel action.
Yeah, RingNRant, appetite for discussion.
Yeah. So no, I think I want to see. This is why I want to Bolt. I use Bolton as the example, who ended up finishing 8th last season and failed at the very end of the season. They were right there to make the playoffs and just missed it. Ended up finishing 8th. Right now, 20 games into, they've got a game in hand on Lincoln, but they're currently sitting in 6th on 34 points. Right there, and they play youth all the time.
Yeah. Well, we don't really have any opportunity. We have one youth player, basically.
Well, we don't have youth.
Yeah.
Well, to Wayne's point, we don't have youth. Back to his point, younger humans recover quicker than older humans. I can attest to that, right?
I know. I feel like we've shot ourselves in the foot over and over again this season. That's kind of where I'm at. I think we have shot ourselves in the foot, with the draws, we've dropped 18 points from winning positions. 18 points. 18. And
I would be happy to have dropped 12 of those points and gotten 6.
Yeah.
By being brave.
He's just there might be a ceiling here. I'm just saying it.
We're at our ceiling right now.
I'm saying there might be a ceiling for certain people that are at the club.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. We're at our ceiling right now for Parky with the current squad he has and how he's playing them.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean.
I feel like we're better than we are actually. I feel like we have. We're not
played better.
Yeah,
we've played better than what we are at the moment. So there is room for improvement from our current way we're playing, but as a whole, on average, we're only going to be a little bit better than what we saw on the weekend because we're too predictable.
And I think, to your point right there, this would have to be a colossal 180 for us to. We have dug a hole here that is this close to not being able to. If it would have to be a complete 180. Everyone's talking about going into.
We're not, and that's to make the playoffs, I guess you're saying, Josh.
Yeah.
Which isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
And I'm an optimist, people. If people who know me say I'm always super positive, you see me on the show, I'm always smiling, I'm always up.
Yeah.
But I can tell you now, this team is not making the playoffs. And I'm not unhappy about that. I'm unhappy that I'm not seeing something that shows me there's a path to being a significantly better side.
Yeah, we continue to make the same mistake, same tactics, couple things here and there, switch here and there, but there's no, us absorbing pressure. We don't score goals. There's no improvements. So I get you. I'm giving it I'm giving it to the Nottingham Forest match. I'm enjoying
watching Jeff and Sean go at it here. Preston North End v Birmingham in the chat. You go, boys. You sledge on each other. Who cares?
Yeah, see that in the chat.
All right. Yeah, look, we don't have enough options of. Well, actually, that's not true. We do. If you play everybody right through to the midfield that you currently play, and just swap out a slot. Not all the time, because Dobbo's fine sometimes, totally fine sometimes, but he does tend to tend towards a defensive mindset as opposed to an attacking mindset. So occasionally swap out Rathbone for Dobbo. Happy with that. O'Brien looks like he might be injured for a while, although Wayne made the good point about the strap that you can wear for your shoulder. Just means you can't put your arm above your head.
He's not going to go away. He's there. He's had an injury too.
Hey?
He has a knee injury as well.
Yeah. So, but, you play Rathbone, you play Dobbo. Cannon's very close to coming back. You might give him a go. He's an attacking type player. But if you then said, okay.
Cannon inside.
Hey?
Would you try Andy Cannon?
100%. Why not? What's going to be?
Can't get any worse, is what you're saying, right?
Thank you. Yep. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
He's fast and he worries defenses.
Habs says we're trying to survive the transfer window, which is a horrible tactic. Survive the transfer window.
Habs, and like John keeps saying about the January transfer window, you overpay for players. Don't expect miracles in this January transfer window.
Yeah.
But I'd love to, like I said, you could go and get 10 players at $200,000 a player for $2 million who are 18 to 20 or 17 to 19 that are unproven and put them on the training pitch and don't count towards your 25.
Yeah.
And could be in your squad. And out of those 10 players, you find 2 that cut the mustard. If we had 2 players, 2 good attacking players right now that you could bring on, in other words, Kabora and Kakache, how would you feel?
Well, they'd be starting. They'd be starting.
There you go.
For sure.
Starting. That's right. So, and then you say, and like with Parky, if he sat down with Windass, Broadhead, and Ashfield and said, attack with abandon, without fear of recrimination.
Like we did in the Bristol City match, where that was our best match.
There we go. So that's what I want to see for an opportunity for us to find a spark to improve.
Yeah. I hope that I hope we can do it. I'm really tempering my feelings about just about what's happening.
Easy emotional one, people. There's the guy.
I think Ken got hit with a dose of reality when he had to do the watch along. He's like, wait a minute, nothing's happening.
I actually, little tip for everybody in the back watching. I rang Josh after and I gave him an absolute serve. I said, I swore at him and I said, F you. And he's going, what did I do? I said, you gave me the worst match to do a watch along. I said it was absolutely appalling. So it wasn't Josh's fault, but I thought, I've got a chance.
I got to do it.
An opportunity.
I got another one for you, by the way. The Cosm game. There's another Cosm on the 28th, February 28th.
February 28th. Let's have a look. Who are we playing?
Pompey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 28th. It's a Tuesday game. It'll be Wednesday for you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to it now.
I just bought my tickets yesterday.
Oh, an early game. Yeah, okay. That's fun. Against Charlton? No.
No, again.
I used to Pompey.
So Portsmouth. Pompey.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. What date is it?
The 28th of February.
February?
Yeah.
28th of Feb, 1st of March, which would be the 28th of February, is Charlton.
What?
You sure it's not January?
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Hold on. Did I thought it was. Where? Oh, crap.
I'm just going to bring up the Wrexham games. I've got every game up here. I'm just going to bring up the Wrexham games.
Hold on a minute. This is what everyone really wants to say. It's. I thought it was February 28th. Oh, 24th.
Welcome to the show, people. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's like a 5:45 in the morning game. That's perfect. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
And thank you, Cosm, for giving me those times.
I know. Well, noon game. They're not going to do a 9 a.m. And a 7 a.m. game. Yeah. So Tuesday, February 24th. Yeah. What did you say earlier? Don't get the truth. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah. No, I had the brain fart habs. It was me.
Yeah. So, well, did you do a breakdown of what you thought of the Cosm this time?
No, just a little bit. It wasn't. It was nice to go and just watch a game. By the way, it was a crap game to watch. They didn't shoot anything for Welcome to Wrexham. Rob was not there. Snoop came at halftime. And here's my actual breakdown. And this is going to sound crappy. They let too many kids in there. There were kids literally running. It was like a schoolyard. There were so many
they
children.
To see the game?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But I guess they sent an email out to a lot of youth soccer teams, I say soccer for the States. A lot of youth soccer football teams. And there was just kids. It was tough it was like chaos. It was absolute chaos. You couldn't watch the game. They were just running around up and down the aisles and things like that. And parents were parenting, which is fine, but it's also like, we're there to watch a football game, and to enjoy ourselves. It was kind of like it was like being at recess. You know what I mean? So that's what it was.
No, fair enough. So it wasn't a grown-ups game.
No, it wasn't. I mean, listen, I know people got ticket, but it was, it's before the holidays. Kids are all amped up because of
you couldn't swear. Couldn't throw stuff at the screen.
No, I tried.
Couldn't get evicted because you were playing up.
Yeah. No, we it was good, but it was good. It's just what is going on in the chat? There's like I don't even know what is going on in the chat.
The boys are into each other. Fans are fanning.
Yeah, fans are totally fanning. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, February 24th is the next one, so hopefully that one will be better.
So yeah, well, look, I mean, I think I've done my rant. RingNRant. I have.
Yeah.
And
I did mine yesterday.
I'm comfortable. Hey?
I did mine yesterday.
I know. I literally was on my way to play 9 holes of golf, just an early 9, and I had the YouTube on my phone, listening to it in the car on my way out to you boys, having your say, and no one was happy.
Nobody.
Which is understandable.
I feel that there's a little bit of a malaise right now. I don't. There's not a feel good factor. And I'm trying to find that, but also I just
realized I have a HP printer. Do we get props for that?
I think it might have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a HP. Boys, Rob, Ryan, I'm supporting the club.
So I just saw this I just saw this on the Leader Live. Phil Parkinson on Swansea disappointment. He basically said, that was a great bit of play from us. We connected the game in the middle of the pitch. Dabo switched to Longy. It was a fantastic cross. Of course, you looked at it. Wrexham should have got away with a goal. Oh, sorry. He said we could have got away with at least a point.
Nah. Well, actually, I'll take that on board. Both teams deserved a draw. That's the only thing I'll say he's right there, in my opinion, because both teams were terrible.
Terrible. He said we gave the ball away a lot, and we knew that if we strung passes together, against him, they'd open up and be getting good areas. But over the game, we probably haven't done enough, but still should at least be coming away with a point. I think Pat, I think he's watching a different game sometimes.
It's absolutely watching it with one eye.
Yeah.
Like, go back and watch that game. We're terrible. We were very, and so were they.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'll stand with him on we should have got a point.
Yeah.
Because AO's made a once-in-a-season mistake. Mm-hmm. So I'm not blaming him for that.
Yeah.
It happened. You know, that's going to happen.
I know they were getting on him pretty much. I'm like, okay, he's saved us a lot, but it's also he needs to be better. He's atrocious. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not going to crucify him for one bad mistake, and neither's the team. And they came out and defended him. But I'll tell you what, I wish Parky had come out and say, we offered nothing in attack. We looked terrible. We had 3 shots on goal. We had 3 shots and only 1 on target. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it.
Yeah, we don't. We have no offense.
Be brutal.
Yeah.
I
hope he is behind the scenes. I wonder if he is. Do you think he is? Honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what. I hope that behind closed doors he is, because if he's just doing that to the public so that he doesn't get the whole media cycle of him going off, and then goes behind closed doors and goes, guys, I'm going to go say this to the public, that this was shit today, and it's on you and it's on me. We've got to come up with something better. Let's go and be better.
I feel like the problem with me right now, and I hate to say it, is I feel like it's just a lot of bullshit, a lot of service, a lot of lip service right now. Oh, well, we're up for this game. Oh, we did that. I feel like we're getting a lot of lip service. And that when you get to this certain level of football, when you're at, it's about winning games. Like, not that it wasn't before, but winning games, performances, effort, all that shit. You talk about we're not seeing any of that. We're not winning games. We have no effort, and there's no performance.
4 games in 9 days, Josh. I want to see us get at least a win and a draw. And I'll tell you what, from what I saw yesterday, we're going to struggle to get that.
Okay, here we go. Sheffield. What do you got? Win or draw?
2-1 loss.
2-1 loss. Okay. Preston North End, home.
1-1 draw.
Blackburn away.
2-0 loss.
Derby away.
Maybe a 1-1 draw.
No, Nottingham Forest. I think we'll lose that one.
No, there's the 4 games where I said I wanted to win and a draw.
Yeah.
And I haven't tipped a win.
I have to see something. I cannot just be like, oh, whatever. I have to see something.
I want to be proven wrong.
I want to be, me too. I have to see some kind of response. So far, there's been no response. And I think we got ball on with those.
Like you said, then we got Nottingham Forest, which is FA Cup, which doesn't count towards our points, right?
Yeah, no.
So that's going to be the popcorn game. We get to go and enjoy watching us play a Prem team. Probably get spanked.
Yep, we'll get spanked.
Then we're at home to Norwich, who've turned a corner.
Yes. Then
we're at home to Leicester, who, if they turn up, we're in trouble. But they have been pretty ordinary. Then we're away to QPR. We're in trouble there.
Yep.
Then we're away to Sheffield Wednesday. There's a team that's going to fight tooth and nail and at home. And if we could get it, we should win that game. But
we should have won the last game.
That's right. Then we're at home to Millwall. Who knows what the form will be by then? We're then in the 8th of Feb. That's a long way from now. That's the end of the transfer window. Players will be back. We're not talking about our team that was played on the weekend for that game because it's going to be different. Could be better. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Injuries.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to rely on. We're just going to keep saying we have injuries.
Every team's got injuries.
I know. We got to figure out a way to win. I'm nervous about the game against Sheffield United.
Me too.
I'm very nervous about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Very
luckily, in our last 5 games of the season, we have a very easy finish, Josh. Away to Birmingham.
Oh yeah, easy.
Home to Stoke.
No, Southampton, then Birmingham.
No. Last 5 games of the season.
Yeah. I was just looking at Southampton there too.
Away to Birmingham, home to Stoke, away to Oxford, away to Coventry, and home to Middlesbrough.
Totally easy. It's easy. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
we left seems like a long way away, but it isn't.
Like I said, if we get to 36 games played in the season and 15 points away from promotion, 15 points away from relegation, play different tactics, play Harry Ashfield, play some other young, hopefully get another couple of young guys, play them, and try to build for next season.
Something. You got to do something. You got to try something. Well, we got to try something in the next 5 days, right? After
Sheffield United.
Yeah, try something. You got to do something.
Keith Moore against Sheffield United.
Whew, there's no way he's not playing. He's not starting that game. There's no way. There's no way. But we'll see.
But we've got 2 home games in a row, which is a plus going into this 4-game stretch. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
And then 2 away games back to back.
Show me something. Sorry. Show me something.
Yeah. Show me something. Yep. Yeah. And that's tactics and players.
Yeah. Show me something. What do you got? What do you have? So let's see what happens.
When is us versus Wrexham, says Sean? 12th of April.
April 12th. Yeah.
That's around Easter.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got a trip away to New Zealand for Easter, actually.
Yeah. That seems like a long
holiday.
Another holiday. Well, you can come here and hang out with me in the hospital room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing you flowers.
Yeah. Well, I'll need more than flowers.
I did have something to say, but it's a PG show, people.
Oh no.
So yeah, but anyway, guys. Well, look, we've done an hour and 7. No one wanted to come in except for Josh. So we've had our chat, we've had our rant.
Yeah.
And that's a day.
Yeah.
So look,
good talking to you.
Yeah. What have we got? We haven't got a game till the weekend.
Yes.
So we've got extra time.
No, we got a champ chat tomorrow night.
Champ chat tomorrow.
Yeah.
Boys champ chat tomorrow. They'll talk about how great we're going and how we're going to turn the season around.
Yeah.
And John's going to come in and let us all know that Ben Davies got sacked overnight.
He's not sack watch for him.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of managers in this league that finger starts to get pointed at. It's the league for getting sacked.
Yeah.
And then I think, is the camera rule hard and fast? I'll join if it's not. Matty White. Oh, did you mention the camera rule? Did you, Josh?
Yeah. Listen. We want, it's a visual medium. You know what I mean? We're trying to get. I'm not saying it has to be, or not. I'm not going to say you cannot come on, but maybe a first time.
What Josh and I know oil paintings.
Yeah, I get it.
You can have your different background, so you don't have to show anything off. You can do a virtual background in here, which is quite easy. And then you can have your say and be brave. We won't. We'll look after you.
Yeah. Oh well, Ken will. I'll get out.
Matt, I have a face for radio.
All good. Doesn't matter. Hey, welcome to the community. That's all.
Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Especially him.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I got a bit going for me. I got lettuce of the match for the watch along.
You did.
I was the only one doing it, but still, I'll take the victory.
Yeah, Steve Barton gave me lettuce of the match.
Yeah. So we got and lots of membership. Steve, what a legend.
Yeah.
So congrats on Sean's back into it with the Preston North End guy. Anyway,
we'll get out of here. Yeah.
Champ chat tomorrow.
Yep.
It'll be Breakfast Club. You'll have a bit of that through the week. Later in the week, we'll have pundit punts.
Cheat show. Your cheating show. Yep.
Well, actually, on my cheating show, just quietly, where are we here? I'm just going to bring that up. On the weekend, I'm just going to let people know that, I got 6 out of 12 games right.
Oh, wow.
And 4 correct scores for 10 points.
Everyone check the timestamps.
Yeah. Well, they were in there for people to see. It was in there. I had them up. So they can be fact-checked. And both Aaron and John got 7 points. Harry all over got 6 points. Victor, who's back, he's still crook and he's around. He'll be back soon, guys. Got 4 points.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
And then poor old Paddy had his worst weekend of the season with 2 points.
Oof.
And don't worry, Paddy, we've all had that weekend. I had a 2-pointer last weekend. But I've managed to skip back away again. I've got a 5-point lead on Aaron. I'll put it up in the Discord for everybody. I'm on 113. Aaron's on 108. Paddy in third on 92. Tied with Harry all over.
Oh, my.
And then in second last place, we have John on 91.
All of Birmingham.
Makes me feel a little bit warm and fuzzy that of Birmingham. He's in the relegation zone, people.
Yeah, he is totally. He's going to get the sack. Sure.
Luckily for him, Victor is the Sheffield Wednesday of the footy tipping competition. He's on 84 points.
Oh, he's crushing it, terrible, just in a bad way.
Yeah. So no. So that is the. I'll put the updated footy tip sheet in the Discord, guys. If you get in the Discord, have a read of Wayne's comments.
Yeah, he
agree, disagree, doesn't matter. He wasn't there to have a discussion or argument with other people. He was just stating his facts.
Yeah.
And he's given videos in, I think, Tactical Fortitude backing it up of his team playing. So you'll actually get to see him. I will say, like most forwards, big forwards, once they retire, they lose weight. He's a smaller guy now. And he's on his last concreting job. I'm sure I'm allowed to say this. He's going into a new career. I don't even know exactly what that is, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's on his last job of the year today, right now, as we speak. So, Wayne, congratulations on that. Really wish you the best of luck in your new career. Have a great holiday.
Yep.
And I appreciate you putting yourself out there with your comments and your chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that takes a bit of bravery, and, some people don't agree with it, but I can tell you now, he is absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
Anybody that thinks different, well, you haven't played professional sport probably at the level that he's played. He's played at a higher level than Macca, than Broadhead, than Windass, than all of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's played at a higher level than all of them.
It's worth a read for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's under the Red Dragon Daily, and then and Paddy asked him to put the videos across off top. I think in Tactical Fortitude. Paddy actually sort of came back with a bit of stuff, but Wayne wasn't venting after a shitty loss. He's been feeling like this way for weeks,
mm-hmm.
and he said it last season.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a reaction to this weekend's game. We actually had him on the show, and he said it.
Yeah, he's like,
he's right, and so and he even says that Parky can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not, and that doesn't mean it has to be Parky, but he's saying Parky can do it. But the whole philosophy needs to change.
Yes,
we need a new mindset.
Yeah, what's done is done in the past. Last year is last year. So this is this year. Right now,
he can do it.
Parky
can do it, and Parky can get the squad to do it. And some of the players in this current squad will be part of that success.
Mm-hmm. It's now or never. It's now or never. Or else this is it. Like I said,
for the mental change, it has to be now.
Yeah,
it has to be now. So but anyway, Josh, thanks for coming in, brother.
No, thanks for having me in. I know you got to go and go to work, but it's good to come.
I wanted to feel better about myself, so I wore my League 2 kit today.
I know. Well, I wore this for you. You know.
Yeah, I know, and I really want to see you do the dance. You reckon you can pull off the Axl Rose dance?
This old cranky body. Yeah, just I don't know. I got the mic. Get on it. I don't know. We'll see. But, all right, bud.
You might need the right supplements to pull that dance off.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, really appreciate everyone coming in and having a listen today. Whether you agree with me, disagree, doesn't matter. That's my thoughts, and that's why we put it out there for people to come in. I would love for people to come in and have their say, because I would have loved to have done a bit of a deep dive conversation. That will happen week on week, where I will give you the microphone to have your say, and I'll challenge you,
mm-hmm.
but But that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion.
Absolutely.
More Axel F than Axel Rose for Josh.
Thank
I think that's where on that bombshell, people. We will see you all again soon.
See ya.